Hey YouTube, my name is Michelle Kellum, and I want to talk to y'all today about the grieving process and things that could help you cope with losing your child, or a miscarriage, or a stillbirth. Um, how to deal with getting through the emotional times. And I was 14 weeks pregnant. I had a two pregnancy, and um, after everything that had happened, um, you know, when the baby had passed away, there was nothing to pretty much grieve over. No funeral or no, nobody got together, or like you do when you have a funeral and stuff. So anyway, that was hard to deal with because that was a baby, and that was something that it was yours, and you and your husband had together, and no big or how small it was still a baby. And I have read some articles and stuff about different things people has done to celebrate. Um, I'm not gonna say the death of a child, or celebrate their life. I mean, I know they were here for a short period of time. There's things that you can still do to have a little, have something to remind them. You know, for you to have to remind of them. And I I had thought of a few things that I personally wanted to do. Um, there was one that I had come up with was we took a box, a little gift box, and we made. I went to the store and bought some little stickers and stuff because to go on it, because we um, didn't know what the gender was. So we added a little things here and there, and this is the box that I had made. Uh, I'll even show you what I have inside of it too. Um, this is the box. It has the little pajamas on it, the little rattle and bib and little outfit, and the bottles. And then there's some little toys, little bear. And then here's the front of it too, right here. And I have, uh, we even filled it with some things too. My husband had bought this for me. We had went, this was back during the Christmas, and all this just happened. So, we were still trying to cope with the holidays and trying to cope with all this too that had happened with us losing the baby. And he had bought me this little keepsake little box right here. You keep little stuff in, and I have this little, you can see it, it's a little stone, and it's shaped like a cross. And I got that, I found it at Fairy Stone. It's up in the mountains. If you ever heard of Fairy Stone hunting, and me and our kids were up there. I had took a trip with them, just me and the kids and my mom, and we were walking through the trail and looking for fairy stones, and I didn't even have to walk far. And I was just standing there, and all of a sudden I just looked down, and there it was. It was right there, just right there at my feet, and I reached down and picked it up, and it's like I was holding it, and it just reminded me that no matter how hard life gets, that God is always there with us to bring us through whatever it is that's going on in our life. And so I brought it home and I washed it up and everything, and I put it in this little box right here, this little heart, and I keep it in the baby's box. And I went and got some little flowers too to put in there, some sunflowers. That's my favorite color flowers, with some baby breath flowers. And here's another little thing that my husband had picked me up. It's a little charm. It says, "Mother, her heart is like a treasure chest that is filled with souvenirs. It's there she keeps the memories she's gathered through the years. I'm so glad to have a mother like you." So I keep that in here with my little box and stuff. And then I went and got some little butterflies. Here's a blue one, a little blue butterfly. And here's a little pink butterfly too. And we sat down and we wrote letters to the writing letters to your child it's like you pour out how you feel and how sad that you are that they're not here, but someday you will be with them again. And so I thought it was a good idea to write a letter to our baby, because that gives you a peace of mind, and so that this right here really helps too. And let me try to put this all back together real quick. And I was looking for a little angel of some sort, for a baby, and I came across this little angel baby. Got a little diamond in its hand, the little wings. I got that, and I just keep it. I have it set right on top of it. And it sits like that. And I keep this in my living room. I have a little special table that I keep it, on. And I also have a little light that I keep on. It stays on all the time now. It's a little battery operated light thing like this. And I keep it beside of it too. And too, I picked up a little bear, like about a couple of days after that, that had happened to us. And I just, keeping little stuff like this right here, because this, like I said, happened in November, so, it's like winter, close to winter or whatever, and I figured that would be cute to have, so, I keep that in the little box and everything, and try to help, deal with, emotions and stuff. And I hope that helped, because that gives someone else an idea of what they can do. I've even got the ultrasound little picture too. It's done in black and white. I was gonna put it in that with it, but I haven't yet. I even did for the grandparents, my mom and my husband's mom. I did little poems and stuff that I had made for Christmas to give to them because, they were the grandparents, and I thought that would be nice for them to have, to remember, because I don't want to forget our baby, and I don't want the family to forget either. And I know it's a tough subject to talk about, with your child not being here, and I mean, I'm blessed on top of it for myself to still be here too, because the situation I was in, I could have died, from it. But, I'm here, and I'm here to tell my story, and I'm here to help someone else out that's dealing with the loss and everything. So, too, and I just recently also went and got my first tattoo. I got it 4 days ago. I think it's been 4 days ago. And a real special close friend of mine, she done it for me. And it really meant so much to me. And I'm so glad that I done it. And I will show you. I got it on my shoulder. I mean, my arm. I was going to get it on my shoulder, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't get it on my shoulder, because I wouldn't be able to see it. And this right here is right here on my shoulder. It was on my right side too, where I had the tubal pregnancy, and I love it. And but here it is. You can see it. It's a little angel baby, and the stars, they're pink and blue, because I didn't know what the gender was. And it's a baby, it's a fetus, it's a miscarriage tattoo. Like I said, I was only 14 weeks, and no matter what, it's still a baby, and it's my baby. And now, I know he or she's in heaven, but I also know that I can't have him or her here, but I can carry him or her on my arm forever, and that, really means a lot to me. And the reason why it says Lee is, my husband's middle name is Lee. My grandmother that passed away, it would be 3 years this September. Her middle name was Lee, and we didn't, like I said, we didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. So I was looking up names, and I mean, we really hadn't sat down and talked about names or nothing, because with everything that happened, it was just like hard to talk about. But now, it's gotten easier, and it does get easier every time. But you still have that missing piece that's gone. As a mother, you do. But anyways, I was searching through using Google, and I was looking up names for babies, and that was unisex, which you can use for either boy or girl. And I didn't even have to look hard or anything. As soon as I clicked on it, Lee was the first name that popped up. And yes, that's my husband's middle name, and my grandmother's middle name, and it's even my son's middle name. So I was like, well, I'll just put Lee, for the baby's middle name, because I mean, we don't have a first name. But I figured Lee was good, and and it was my husband's middle name, because it was his child, and so I was gonna let him have that middle name anyway. So anyway, there's just some ideas that I figured that could help somebody. A lot of people don't believe having tattoos or anything. This is my very first tattoo, and it did not hurt. It didn't hurt at all. And the whole time, I was praying to God, you know, I was praying to Him and just trying to move on. And this was a I'm trying to look for the word to say. It's a peace of mind. I prayed to Him the whole time, and that's part of the reason why it didn't hurt, because I was praying to Him and telling Him, how much I thanked Him for giving me that little blessing from the beginning, and then I understood that this child, it belonged to Him, and that I laid all my cares and all my burdens at His feet, and to help me to live a happy life, and not sit here and cry anymore. Because now I have my tattoo of my baby on my arm, and I'm at peace with it now. I'm at peace, and I just say I just hope this helps. This video can help you too, because I understand. I understand totally what you're going through, and it's hard. It's hard when other people don't understand. All they can say is it's gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. But in your mind, you're thinking, no, you're not gonna be fine. It drives you crazy, and it does. All those emotions and thoughts that you have in your head, and then other people become pregnant, and then you're sitting there like, it's not fair. It's not fair. Why do you get to be pregnant and I can't be? I don't get to keep my child. It had to go back home. It had to be with the Lord. But you get to have your child here, and be pregnant and all that. But, you can't think like that, though. Because what happened to you, what happened to me, at the end, we're going to be blessed. We're going to see our blessing. But we can't be bitter and be jealous or hate somebody else because they're having that miracle that we wish we had back. You know what I'm saying? But just remember, if you believe in the Lord, and the day that you take your last breath, you will be with your child again. Because He promised us that. He promised us. We believe in Him. Our home is waiting to be with our loved ones that has went on before us. So all I ask is take one day at a time. Pray. Read your Bible. Make your little memory things of your baby. Get a tattoo if you have to, just like I did. And just live life to the fullest. And y'all, I'm going to cut it short because my videos here lately has been long, because I just want to help people deal with their emotions and everything. So, but y'all have a good evening, and God bless, and I will have another video on something else. I don't know. It's just whatever the Lord tells me to do, I hit it and just go with it. But y'all have a blessed day, and I will talk to y'all soon.